Without exaggeration, August was one of the most powerful months gaming has seen in years. It wasn't just a wave of releases, it was a reminder of how diverse, ambitious, and emotional this medium has become. From cinematic adventures to brutal horror, every platform, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, saw something remarkable. 2 months later, in October, we can finally look back and see which titles truly delivered. Let's begin. Number 15, The Rogue Prince of Persia. Evil Empire brought the legendary series back in a bold new form, a roguelike side-scroller that fused classic parkour with procedural chaos. Players dashed, vaulted, and rewound time through beautifully stylized worlds, dying and returning stronger each run. Early access reviews in spring were promising, but when the full version dropped in August, it proved that fast, fluid combat and responsive motion still define the Prince of Persia legacy. The game launched on PC first, with console versions expected later this year, and its community feedback loop continues to shape weekly updates. Number 14, Shinobi, Art of Vengeance. Sega's legendary ninja returned in spectacular hand-drawn style. Every frame was painted by Lizard Cube's artists, the same team behind Streets of Rage 4. The result was a rhythmic, combo-driven brawler that blended platforming, stealth, and cinematic storytelling. Critics praised its authenticity, accessible for newcomers but merciless on veterans. It landed on August 29th for all major consoles, signaling that the golden age of 2D artistry is far from over. Number 13, Echoes of the End. From Iceland's small but passionate studio Myrkor Games came a cinematic adventure powered by Unreal Engine 5. It followed Ren, a warrior searching for her brother in a world of fading light and ancient magic. The landscapes, captured through photogrammetry of real Icelandic terrain, felt hauntingly real. While some animation roughness drew mild criticism, its emotional resonance and atmosphere earned genuine respect. Released mid-August, Echoes of the End became a quiet triumph for indie ambition on a blockbuster scale. Number 12, Bendy, Lone Wolf. Joey Drew Studios revisited its inky universe with a roguelike spin that focused on Boris the Wolf. Instead of jump scares, the tension came from top-down survival, resource hunting, and the relentless pursuit of the Ink Demon. Fans were moved by the darker tone and emotional closure to Boris's arc. Dropping on August 15th across PC and consoles, it proved that even small horror titles can deliver heartfelt storytelling. Number 11, Dying Light: The Beast. Techland turned what was once DLC into a full-fledged sequel, and according to fans, the studio's best horror experience since the original. 13 years after the first game's events, Kyle Crane returned as something not entirely human. Dynamic weather and smarter AI restored the tension that Dying Light 2 had lost. Photorealistic gore created controversy online, but also admiration for its brutal authenticity. Released August 22nd, The Beast revived survival horror with confidence and creativity. Number 10, Sword of the Sea. From Matt Nava, the art director of Journey and Abzu, came another masterpiece of movement and serenity. You glided across shimmering dunes on a hover sword, transforming desert into ocean through graceful exploration. There were no enemies, no markers, just sound, sand, and motion. Released August 19th for PS5 and PC, and free day one on PlayStation, it became the calmest yet most poetic release of the month, a meditative escape amid chaos. Number 9, Gears of War Reloaded. The 2006 classic returned in 4K HDR, rebuilt for modern systems and for the first time available on PlayStation. The Coalition enhanced lighting, textures, and controls while preserving the brutal weight of its cover-based combat. Some players questioned if it was a true remake or an upgraded port, but the result was undeniable, a sharp, polished revival that reintroduced a generation to Marcus Phoenix and the Locust War. It launched August 26th on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC, crossplay, cross-progression, and nostalgia combined. Number 8, Lost Soul Aside. Few games carried as much legend as Yang Bing's passion project. Born from a one-man effort in 2014, it evolved into a fully backed production under Sony's China Hero project. The final version, delayed for polish until August 29th, showcased lightning-fast combat, cinematic flair, and a moving soundtrack. While it drew clear inspiration from Final Fantasy XV and Devil May Cry, Lost Soul Aside stood proudly on its own, proof that Chinese developers are now global contenders in AAA storytelling. Number 7, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Konami's remake of the 2004 classic finally arrived, and it didn't disappoint. Built on Unreal Engine 5, it recreated every jungle, bruise, and stealth sequence with lifelike precision. Original voice actors returned, and players could switch between modern or fixed camera modes. Launched August 28th on PS5, Xbox, and PC, it reignited both nostalgia and debate about how to honor a masterpiece without its original creator. Still, most fans agreed this was a respectful, breathtaking rebirth. Number 6. Mafia: The Old Country. Hangar 13 took us back to 1900 Sicily to witness the birth of organized crime. Following Enzo Favara, a man caught between loyalty and survival, the game focused on tight, cinematic storytelling rather than open-world sprawl. Despite early preview criticism of driving physics and explosions, its visual realism and authentic tone impressed at launch. Released August 8th, it reminded players why Mafia has always been about people, not power. Number 5. Helldivers 2, Xbox Edition. After its PlayStation and PC success, Sony expanded Arrowhead's chaotic co-op shooter to Xbox in late August. Full crossplay and performance updates gave new life to its satirical, managed democracy war. Initial server issues were gone, now it runs smooth and wild. The move marked Sony's continued embrace of multi-platform publishing, and fans loved every explosive second. Number 4. EA Sports Madden NFL 26. Released August 14th, EA Orlando and EA Sports introduced two AI systems, QB-DNA and Coach DNA, trained on nearly a decade of real-world NFL data. Every throw, scramble, and play felt personalized to real-world styles. Weather, fatigue, and roster management added depth, while its Nintendo Switch 2 version brought authentic football to handheld players for the first time. Not a revolution, but a refinement that fans recognized as a genuine step forward. Number 3. Black Myth: Wukong. 2 months later, it's still one of the most talked about titles of the year. After a massive 2024 debut on PC and PS5, the Xbox release finally arrived August 20th. Based on Journey to the West, its combat, world design, and mythic narrative stood as a landmark for Chinese game development. Optimization issues on lower-end hardware didn't diminish its achievement. This was a technical and artistic milestone that players are still discussing today. Number 2. Delta Force. Tencent's revival of the classic tactical shooter offered huge 32 versus 32 battles and a gritty Black Hawk Down campaign. Despite concerns over its anti-cheat software and online instability, it found an audience among nostalgic fans craving large-scale combat. Its August 19th console release proved that the old-school FPS formula still has a place in modern gaming. Number 1. Senua's Saga: Hellblade II Enhanced. After launching earlier in the year on Xbox and PC, the Enhanced Edition arrived on PS5 on August 12th. The result was an intimate masterclass in storytelling and sound. The binaural audio remains unmatched, a headphones-only experience that puts voices inside your mind. New performance modes, expanded photo tools, and developer commentary added depth to what was already one of the most immersive psychological journeys ever made. 2 months later, its impact still lingers. Looking back, August 2025 was more than a month of releases. It was a statement. 15 games that proved how broad, brave, and beautiful modern gaming can be. And as October moves forward, their influence remains. Players still talking, modding, replaying, and discovering details they missed. The golden age of gaming didn't end. It just shifted into a new gear, and August was the moment it roared back to life.